Today is a celebration. Today, we celebrate of a Savior coming back from death to life. We celebrate a victory over death. We celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Today, what today is just one of the biggest miracles that ever happened. Today, Jesus has been resurrected. I'm going to be reading from Matthew 28, starting at verse 1. Early on Sunday morning, as the new day is drawing, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went out to visit the tomb. Suddenly, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord had come down from the heavens and rolled aside the stone and sat on it. His face shone like lightning, and his clothing was white as snow. The guards shook with fear. Then they saw him and they fell into a dead faint. Can you imagine that? There's a guard witnessing an angel and just, oh man, I would be in awe by it. I can imagine being a Roman guard and just being so scared, just fainting. Then the angel spoke to the woman. "Don't be afraid," he said. "I know you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He isn't here. He has risen from the dead, just as he said would happen. Come, see where his body is lying. And now go quickly and tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead, and he is going ahead of you to Galilee. You will see him there. Remember what I told you." Man, to hear the news, to hear that news, that your Savior has come back, the Messiah is back, he arose from the dead, just as he said he would. Can you imagine the excitement she must have had, Mary must have had? Can you imagine the feeling of hope that's come back? Because seeing the Christ crucified and dying has been so heartbreaking. Loss of hope. But then to hear of his resurrection, hear that he has risen, that he has risen from the dead. That light, that joy, that hope. And bet you she's gonna go. So the woman ran quickly from the tomb. They were very frightened, but also filled with great joy. They rushed to give the disciples the angel's message. And as they went, Jesus met them and greeted them. And they ran into him, grasped his feet, and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Don't be afraid. Go tell my brothers to leave for Galilee, and they will see me there." Man, now to hear the news. Now to hear the news of Jesus coming back, but to see him face on flesh in his glorified body. Could you imagine being able to see your loved one more time? What would you do? She ran to him, holding on to him, worshiping him as the Messiah is back. But the sad news is that it did get out. And as the women went to go tell the other disciples that Jesus came back, the Roman guards, they heard about it too. Well, let's keep going. As the woman there on their way, some of the guards went into the city and told the leading priests that what had happened. A meeting with the elders were called, and they decided to give the soldiers a large bribe. They told the soldiers, "You must say Jesus' disciples came during the night, and while they were sleeping, they stole his body. If the governor hears about it, he'll stand up for you. We'll stand up for you so you don't get in trouble." So the guards accepted the bribe and what they were told to say, that their story spread widely among the Jews, and they still tell it today. Even today, in our day and age, in our culture, over 2,000 years, it's still being told that the Messiah has never came back, that his body was just stolen. But we need to come to realize that that tomb was sealed so no one could get in. But the power of Christ, resurrection, and the angels, there's no other way. He had to arise. So today, we celebrate. We celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ, for he has risen.